Today, we're going to be talking about one of the most underrated performance SUVs out there. The Trackhawk killer, if you will. The Ford Explorer ST. If you're looking to buy one, you already own one, or you're just curious if it's up to the hype, I've got you covered. Today, we're going to be talking power, tuning potential, reliability, and the things to look for before you buy an Explorer ST. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. To me, it's one of the best performance SUVs you can buy. I'm in Kansas City right now on vacation. My father-in-law just picked up this 2020 behind me for a really good deal, and it kind of made me reminisce performance SUVs. I've had a chance to drive some in my lifetime. I've driven Trackhawks and I've driven Durangos, and I've driven some older stuff that isn't as big of names, but this car here, I have to say, is one of the most fun SUVs on the market today. Now, this is Ford's performance version of the Explorer, built by the same ST team that brought us the Focus ST and the Fiesta ST. Under the hood of this comes a 3-liter twin-turbo V6 pushing out 400 horsepower and 415 foot-pounds of torque. This isn't your typical soccer parent vehicle. This thing moves. It's paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission and standard all-wheel drive. That means this third-row SUV can launch 0 to 60 in less than 5 seconds, sometimes even faster with a tune. Now, the brand new Explorer STs do start in the 50 to 55,000 range, but the older ones like this 2020 model are starting to dip under 30,000. Now, that makes a performance-based SUV that can compete with a Durango SRT or an Audi SQ7 for less than half the price. Just make sure you get one with maintenance records or an extended warranty if possible, especially if you plan to mod it. Now, the Explorer ST doesn't just go fast in a straight line. It actually feels sporty. Ford stiffened the suspension, tuned the steering, and while it's paired by that 10-speed automatic, it stays in boost almost all the time. Sure, it's a heavier 4,700-pound SUV, but this thing will still surprise you. In sport mode, it hides its weight well. The suspension stiffens up, it shifts hard, and it sounds aggressive, especially with the sport exhaust option. And this thing even tows up to 5,600 pounds. So small trailers, dirt bikes, jet skis are all no problem. Owners love these things because you can haul the kids during the week and gap Mustangs on the weekends. Now let's talk performance. This is where the Explorer STs get spicy. With just a tune from companies like ZFG, you can expect 450 to 500 wheel horsepower out of these things on 93 octane. You add an intercooler, upgraded intakes, and better flowing downpipes, and you are knocking on that 600 horsepower door when you're running E30 or E85. Suspension mods like lowering springs or coilovers are going to clean up the handling on these cars a lot, and all of a sudden, these SUVs are running mid-11s. The platform shares a lot of parts with the Lincoln Aviator, so the aftermarket support is still steadily growing. Inside, Ford gives you some nice touches. ST badges, sport seats with leather and suede, and big digital gauges. And depending on the year, you also get a big touchscreen in the middle with Sync 3 or Sync 4. It's not quite luxury level. There's still some hard plastics here and there, but it feels premium for what it is. Plus, you can option it with a panoramic sunroof, heated and cooled leather seats, and a Bang & Olufsen 14-speaker sound system. And let me tell you, it bumps. The cool part is you can actually daily this thing. In comfort mode, it's quiet, and you can still seat up to 7 people if you need to. I'm 6'2", and you can see the room I've got in the back seat, and you have just as much room in the third row. So where does the ST fit in the market? Think of it as kind of a middle ground. It's faster than a Highlander or a CX-90 Turbo. It's cheaper than the German cars, but it's a whole lot more fun than a standard Explorer. It's not quite as raw as an SRT Durango or a Trackhawk, but it also doesn't drink fuel like one. Most of the time, these are the happy medium between a performance SUV and a daily driver. All right, now let's talk reliability, because with performance SUVs, this is where things can get hairy. Overall, the 3.0 is solid, but there are a few things to note, especially on the earlier models. Especially 2020 and 2021, you had issues like leaking coolant from the intercooler fittings, harsh transmission shifting, and some weird electrical glitches, especially with the digital gauge cluster freezing and a couple sync bugs. Turbo oil feed lines and coil packs can go faster under tuned conditions. And the 10-speed transmission likes fluid changes a little bit more often than Ford recommends. Think 30 or 40,000 if you're driving this thing hard. Obviously, none of this is a deal breaker, but you want to keep up with your maintenance. Use good fluids, keep it cool, and this thing will treat you right. So what exactly do you need to know about the Explorer ST? It's fast, it's fun, and it's surprisingly usable. It's got tuning potential for days, plenty of space, and enough boost to make you grin every time you punch the throttle. If you're looking for a daily that checks all the boxes of performance, comfort, and practicality, this thing might just be the fit for you. Let me know below if you'd ever daily drive an Explorer ST, or if you're more of a Focus ST guy like I am. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Stay built, stay boosted, and I'll catch you on the next one.